Okay, just going to show you some of the knives that I use for bookbinding. This is a lifting knife, specially made. It's got a very slanted bevel, and this is used for lifting up old leather and materials of books. I'll give you an example. This is a 200 and something odd, almost 300-year-old book. I've used this knife to lift up the leather. It lifts up the leather. So to give you an idea, this is the old leather that's been lifted, and also on the other side of the book, you can to lift up the paper so that you can put your leather in there. So that's called a lifting knife, and that's what it looks like. Then I've got two knives here which are French paring knives. This one specifically has been I bought in France, from France. It is Blanchard, and this is specifically used for paring down leather. I also had one made locally in South Africa from High Speed Steel, and this is more the one that I would use most often, and that's for thinning out your leather. So these are the two French paring knives. And then I've also got another knife here, which is my scarving knife. This is also made from a high-speed steel. Also, this is a French high-speed steel, very sharp. And this is for when I need to pare my leather or slice it very thin. I'll give you an example of what I mean. So to give you an idea of what this knife does, would be for when you want to edge pare your leather. So you just go along, you can slice your leather. You can see how sharp it is, that it just slices through like butter, and then you can kind of like have that edge on the leather if you want to go really thin, because sometimes you have to pare your leather quite thin. And here's another example. Here's an example of how the knife slices there. Then to give you an idea of the French paring knife, once you've done that, then you have to thin your leather out, and you'd basically start by doing that, just to get your leather really thin, so that when you cover your book, that you have no bulkiness or anything like this. This is how bookbinders used to pare their leathers back, talking about over close to 200 years ago. Obviously with the modern bookbinding, this kind of paring was lost with machinery, but machinery is not as superior as doing it by hand.